What is going on, traders, and welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time here, welcome. I'm glad to have you. Now in this video, we're going to be going over my watch list for the trading week of May 16th, 2022. Let's get to it. All right, so just a couple of catalysts for this upcoming week. Fed Chair Jerome Powell is going to be speaking at a conference on Tuesday, so you want to make sure that you're aware of this because, if he says anything unexpected, it could make the market pop or drop. So be on the lookout for that. Also this week, we have quite a few big retail companies reporting earnings. Let's go ahead and take a look at that calendar. Okay, so here's this week's calendar, and my main focus is going to be big retail like Walmart, Home Depot, Target, and Lowe's. I'm also hoping, since we've sold off quite a bit in the last few weeks, that the tech sector has a nice recovery. So hopefully we get a few green days this week. With that, let's go ahead and get started with the watch list. All right, first up is going to be Walmart, ticker symbol WMT. Now here I have Walmart pulled up on the daily chart, and we've traded this one quite a few times in the past. Now what I want to show you is that since around September of 2020, it has spent a lot of time in this channel going up and down between around $151 and $135. It has broken beneath it a couple times, but you can see that it always bounces or tests, I should say, around $135 and bounces from there. In late April, you can see it got all the way up to almost $161, but you can see it's back in this channel right now. Now, Walmart reports earnings pre-market on Tuesday, and they normally beat on earnings, so I'm not expecting this one to sell off massively. But the levels I'm going to be watching is if Walmart reports good earnings and good guidance, I'm looking for it to test around $151, $152. If it can get through this level, then the next level I'm looking for it to test is around $159 to $160. Like I mentioned in last week's video, when it gets around $158, $159 right here, I will sell the majority of my calls to the upside and maybe leave a runner to see if it's going to break through. But I will take the majority of my profits once it gets to this level right here. Now, if Walmart decides it wants to sell off from bad earnings and it cannot hold around $147, $148, I'm looking for it to come down to around $143. If it can't hold $143, the next level that I'll be looking for it to test is this very strong support level around $135, okay? Now, if you haven't traded Walmart in the past, just be aware that this stock does not move very quickly. It has an average of around $3.50 of movement in a day. So you just have to exercise patience with this one. This will not be a quick in and out. You just have to keep your eye on it. All right. So let's see what happens on Tuesday. All right. All right, up next is Home Depot, ticker symbol HD. Now here I have it pulled up on the daily chart, and we've traded this one in the past also. Back in December of 2021, Home Depot got as high as around $420. Now it's sold off quite a bit since then, and right now it's sitting at around $296. Now this level of $294 is a strong support level for this one. You can see it bounce once, twice, three times around this area, and right now it's sitting just slightly above that at $296. Now, Home Depot reports earnings pre-market on Tuesday, and if they have good earnings and they beat analyst projections, the first level that I'm looking for it to test is around $307.50. If it gets through that, the next level that I'm looking at is around $317. And you can see over the last few weeks, it's had a hard time getting above this $317, so that's why I'm looking for it to stop. All right, now on the downside, if they report bad earnings and it wants to drop, the only level that I have for this one is around $260. Now, if it drops from $296 to $260, was that around $36 to the downside? That would be a fantastic put. So keep Home Depot on your watch list and let's see what happens. All right, up next is Target, ticker symbol TGT. Now here I have Target pulled up on the weekly chart, and just like Walmart and Home Depot, Target normally beats on earnings, but also keep in mind after Target's last earnings, it gapped up and created this gap right here that has not been completely filled to the downside. So we're going to keep that in mind when it comes to the earnings this week. And the bottom of this gap is around $201. So that's $18 to the downside. Okay, now if they have good earnings, I'm looking for it to stay above 220, and the first level I'm looking for it to test is around $230. If it can get past this, then the next level I'm looking at is at $239, $240. Okay, those are 2 levels to the upside. Now if target cannot hold this 220 with bad earnings, I'm looking for it to get within this gap right here and see if it can fill it all the way down to the downside to around $200. And if it does that, it'll be a nice $20 move to the downside. Either way, a $20 move to the up or the downside will be a nice play on this ticker. So let's keep this one on your watch list and let's see what happens. All right, up next is Lowe's, ticker symbol LOW. Here I have it pulled up on the weekly chart, and I haven't traded this one in a while, so let's go ahead and put some levels on it. All right, so you can see here Lowe's has some nice consolidation ranges back in August of 2021, and then also in June of 2021. So I marked off these levels here. So if we go ahead and put the top and the bottom of these ranges, we can look at where these resistances are and where the supports are for this one here. All right, now Lowe's also reports earnings pre-market on Wednesday, so we're going to be looking at these levels right here. Now they also beat on earnings most of the time. Now if Lowe's can hold this very strong support level around $185, I'm looking for it to bounce and test around $198. Okay, if it can get through this, the next level that I'm looking for strong resistance will be around $201. So if it can get above $201, the next level that I'll be looking for at the test is around 211. Okay, so that's to the upside from around where it sits right now at $194 up to $211 to the upside. Now to the downside, if Lowe's has bad earnings and it cannot hold this $185 level, the next level that I'll be looking for at the test is around, $179. If it can't hold $179, the lowest that I see it going to is $150. This is not probable to come down this far, but just keep it on your watch list and let's see what happens. All right, and the last one we're going to be looking at is Applied Materials, ticker symbol AMAT. Now here I have it pulled up on the weekly chart. Now first off, if you're not familiar with this company, this is a company that supplies the machines that other companies use to make semiconductors. All right, and we already know that this sector has a lot of buzz to it right now. Now if you look at this chart right here since April of 2021, this stock has spent a lot of time in this range between $146 and $123 before eventually breaking down at the beginning of April 2022. Right now it's sitting at $111. Now one of its peers, Enphase, ticker symbol ENPH, reported earnings last week or the week before, and they beat on earnings and it gapped up. Okay, so this one I'd be interested to see how it's going to move after they report their earnings. Now if it does report good earnings, the first level that I'm looking for it to come test is around $123. If it breaks $123, then I'll look for it to get in this range and stay in this range. So what I'm saying is not get all the way up to $146 to the upside. Okay, so from where it sits now around 111, max $146 to the upside. Now if they report bad earnings or bad guidance for the future, saying something about supply chain and stuff like that, or any other issue that the market doesn't like, the farthest that I see it falling is around $89 to the downside. All right, so keep Applied Materials on your watch list and let's see what happens. And that is the end of the video. If you found value, please smash that like button and consider subscribing. Here's wishing you a prosperous week of trading, and until next week, talk to you later.